Alright guys, so this is eBike version 2. I'm basically at 4,000 miles, so I wanted to do an update because I've been riding this for probably 1,500 miles. And I was going to do a 2,000 mile video, and then a 3,000, and now I'm at 4,000, so I'm like, whatever. But it's a Trek 820, brand new, 2015. I paid $380 for it, and then I took the kit off of my old bike and just put it on this one. Got a couple rain guards, got a bag, switched out the trigger shifters to twist shifters, and put my Aragon grips and mirror on, and that's it. I do use caliper brakes on this, so that's something to note with these generic kits. The brake levers do work with caliper brakes as well as disc. Oh, and I did put on Shimano Saint pedals. Because this is a hardtail, I kind of ride it a little bit more off the seat. So I'll have my left leg extended and my right leg up, and I'll just kind of push off a little bit. Kind of ride like a horse, basically. But yeah, it works really well. I love this bike. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. The only upgrade I'll do, I think, besides just replacing parts as they break, is maybe getting a front fork that has disc brake mounts, so I can put on my other wheel and have a front disc brake at least, because I have the BB7 still. So, but the caliper brakes are fine. I did replace the pads with these all-weather ones. They seem to work pretty good, but heavy rain, it does take a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, I should say, to catch up, get the rain out of the way. Yeah, and this is the HPC bag I bought. They advertise it as waterproof. It is not waterproof. It's very, very water resistant though. I mean, I live in Portland. I've ridden this a whole bunch in the rain and it's totally fine. I think in the future I'm going to have a plastic sheet that goes over the top of the bar right there. Just for, and then it won't be worried at all. But I've got my controller mounted to one of the bottle cage mounts here at the bottom. And it's not even mounted at the top, just screwed in tight. And the cables run up through the back of the bag, so that just keeps it totally steady and sturdy. And I pump, but yeah, otherwise it's completely stock. And I just I hook up the batteries right here. So two parallel connections, so everything in parallel. All three of those fit in really well. I have put gaffer's tape and this gel. It's for production lights, like Roscoe gel. And the tape comes down over this, just because that's something that I don't want, obviously, to get rain inside. I find the lever can get sticky because there's a return spring in there. It's really, cheap chintzy spring, but it'll get corroded, and that's what gets gummy, and that's what makes your throttle stick a little bit more, or just harder to press. And I had ordered the wrong assembly. It had a different amount of wires coming out of it, and instead of cutting the wires and re-terminating it, I just took off the throttle itself and the spring and just replaced those two pieces, and that was it. Now it's fine. So yeah, something to note. Yeah, the weight balance is perfect. The center of gravity is right under the crank. I haven't had any issues with this bike. I love it. It's so hardtail. I truly suggest going with a hardtail over a softtail. I did love my bike, and it's a unique experience, but I don't have much invested in this bike, even though it's brand new. $350 bike, $80 bike. Same motor kit, same batteries, and new bag. The advantage of using one of these top two bags versus a triangle bag is that you have this extra space to be able to put your controller and stuff. So that's why I chose that. This bag's kind of expensive. They do there's a company that I've seen where there's a silver one, but I don't know how big that's going to be. This bag is obviously made for e-bikes, so got my tools on one side in a really thin bag, like a mic case in there. And then I just put my batteries, 2 stacked up here, and then 1 in the front, and all the wiring's up in there. It's perfect. So, and I'll show that hooked up here in a few minutes. Yep, there we are. Almost 4,000 miles. I'll be riding to work today, so there'll be another 30 on there. So 3960 is what I'll have at the end of the day. Pretty consistent, averaging around 18 to 20 miles per hour, with huge elevation changes. I mean, you can see some of these, 1,597 feet. My main one to work is usually around that, what is that, 800 feet. Just coming back. So, yeah, that's what I'm usually averaging. It takes me about 45 minutes to ride 15 miles. Yeah, there's a pretty fast day. Night ride, that was probably one of my joy rides, just for kicks. I like to, when no one's out, I like to go out and mob around a bit. But yeah, as you can see, averaging, that one's not real. That one's me forgot to turn my bike computer off before I rode or drove, so I'll actually probably delete that one. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've got. Alright, so just checking on the battery. So looks like it's done. 1 hour and 18 minutes. 16,709 is what it took these batteries anyway to go from 3.82 up to 4.15. So now I'll switch over to the 2S packs and come back. Alright, so now I got my 2S packs hooked up, and like I said, you can still just leave these big balance leads connected, it doesn't matter. Alright, so now the 2S packs are done. Took about 40 minutes, so roughly 2 hours. And yeah, so I'll pull these off and show you how the harnesses look and everything I ride with my bike to commute to work. Alright, so this is everything that I carry with me to winter commute on my e-bike. And it looks like a whole bunch of stuff, which are kind of in, but everything from like here over is clothing options. So I've got, long underwear, bottoms, Patagonia thermal top, really lightweight insulated layer, and raincoat, REI, kind of thicker. It's not like it's not 100% waterproof, but it works. And my helmet, which just wear a helmet, I'm telling you, you'll end up needing it. Merino wool hat. This helmet's adjustable, and I got it a little bit big so I can wear a hat underneath. Tafasi sunglasses. The lenses darken slightly in the sunlight, and that's actually perfect for me. So I can wear these night or day. And the lenses pop out, and you can even interchange them. I love those glasses. Got my fingerless liners. Got my waterproof gloves. Got a merino wool neck warmer that I can pull up over my face for anything below 30 degrees. And I've got these are my waterproof shoe covers, which don't work very well with the new pedals that I have because they just kind of eat them up on the bottom, but that's just for emergencies. And rain pants, Showers Past rain pants. This is a backpack cover because I like my backpack and I want to get a waterproof one. I carry grease, and this is your basic, bike stuff. Tire levers, bike tool, tube, wrench. This is a bag for all the small stuff. I've got a spoke wrench right there. That's a Phillips head, small Phillips head, and scabs to repair my tube. And then, get into the electrical stuff because it is an e-bike. So, got my voltmeter. This is a power cable for this, so if I do need to emergency charge. Otherwise, I mean, it's a UPC, so they're like everywhere I go anyway. This is a bag with all the extra connectors and the charge leads. Yeah, power supply, actual charger, smart charger, what do you want to call it, and parallel charging board. Here's my 3 battery bricks with their harnesses attached. So I'll plug each of these into my bag downstairs. I have my phone and the Topeak dry bag waterproof case, which I love. I always use a Bluetooth receiver, and these are VSonic GR07 headphones. That way I can have my phone in my bag and not actually have to be tethered to that. And then, yeah, Phone Design Works backlight and side glow front light, USB chargeable, battery powered. And then I take this along with me too. It's a cell log. It just shows like a visual display of each cell, and that's all I really use that for. Yeah, and then also cable cutters just in case I need to make a quick repair, and I have, like I said, connectors and stuff in there. But yeah, that's basically it. This is completely for winter, all year commuting. This is everything. And like I said, most of that is clothing options. Yeah, I'll show you in the bag. All right, so here's me basically, all geared up. I'm not wearing my rain pants. I'm just wearing my work shoes. Helmet. I'm not wearing the neck thing or the hat, but I left them in my bag because it'll be colder when I go home from work. And here's my bag with laptop and everything. Probably weighs like, I don't know, 35, 40 pounds. And gloves, toolkit, which will go on my bike, and my phone. And then I'll just plug in my cell log. Oh, and I forgot to say, if it's like super, super rainy, I actually wear these guys, which are waterproof, and then just throw my shoes in the bag because, yeah, on an e-bike you don't need like cycling shoes or worry about that because the engine's doing a lot of the work, so, or motor. All right, cheers. All right, and we're all loaded up. Got the phone on the bike, showing power. Got my cell log plugged in, showing the voltage. And so I just toss this in there. Here's all the packs. 2 back there, 1 up there, all the wiring. And so yeah, I'm gonna zip it up and go to work. So yeah, 4,000 miles in this motor kit, second bike. This bike will last forever, I think. It's a bike I would recommend for anybody using or wanting to make a commuter. So yeah, there you go guys. Have fun. Happy building.